It's time. Just a Guy with a Beer with Scott Fryer is on your radio, your device, your tablet, your everywhere. Sit back and let Scott take you down the rabbit hole of beerdom.
Know your role and shut your mouth because the people's champ is ready to talk.
Here's Scott Fryer.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Just a Guy with a Beer. We're on the road tonight, and we are doing a recording of tonight's show. We are here at 86'd in Norwich, Connecticut, and it is a very cozy. It's small, but it's very cozy. It's a place that I want to hang out all the time in. We have Irreverent Warrior stuff on the wall. There's high top tables. There's a nice bar in the back. This is a really cool place. It's very, I would say the word is rustic, I'd like to use. So we're here. We're going to be talking to my friends here at 86'd, and we're going to be talking about some cool things they have coming up. And they have a couple other places. They have another place that they own, and we're going to talk about that as well. And my first guest tonight is Julio Concho, right?
Correct.
Julio Concho, he is the owner of one of the owners of 86'd, and you're also the owner of Kangio restaurant also in Norwich. So welcome to the show, bro.
Hey, thank you so much, Scott.
So now you are somewhat of a local celebrity, right?
A local chef.
So
Yes.
Well, there's a little bit of celebrity behind that.
Oh, maybe a little bit. Yes.
All right. So I watched. So somebody might be watching, like, hey, I know that guy. Where would they know you from?
Well, I did my TV show on Food Network, Chopped. I want to say a couple of months ago.
Yep.
So that was.
It was like over right at the end towards the end of the summer, right?
Right. It was quite an experience.
It was cool.
really
Yeah.
nice.
So and how did you do? Was it fun? I mean.
Well, I got chopped.
Yeah,
So,
you got chopped. Yeah, we saw.
Now
yeah.
that I can actually talk about it, it was a great experience. I met great people. It was amazing. You know, like the whole work they do behind the scenes and whatnot. It was really great.
And it was kind of cool. You see somebody. We didn't really know each other then. I only met you. The first time I met you was at the Reverend Warriors, the Silky Hike,
Right.
which was amazing that you guys support that. You know, and the food was great. I mean, it was just when we had burgers and hot dogs, but that potato or the macaroni salad that you made.
Yeah, I
still think about that. It was so good.
It's amazing, like the fact that you guys wanted us to do it again.
Yeah.
Not just Kenji, but also 86. It was a really great. It was an honor for us to do it.
And then 86, when we got over to Epicure. So thanks to Epicure Brewing, one of my awesome sponsors. We got over there to have our beers, and there you guys were. 86 was there, feeding us some awesome grub. We had some tacos, right? It was tacos, and I want to say there was some kind of wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I vaguely kind of remember that was like a high point of the day for me, so to speak. So I remember, like, whatever it was, I just inhaled it in like 2 seconds. So that's some of the awesome food that you can get here at 86. I mean, I've been here. My good friend Laura and I, we come and we have meetings here over the summer out in the back, which summertime, this is one of my favorite places to come in the summer because you guys have a little patio in the back. And it's a shame that we can't use it, this time of year. I think that would have been a great place to do a show.
Well, yeah, a lot of people don't really know about the back patio that we have. It's really enclosed. It's private. It's not on the road, and it's fun. It's really fun. We have a little bar. We have a stage. So for all of you listening, next year once we open, just keep that in mind.
Yeah, it was like you guys have a full bar outside.
Correct. Yeah.
And you go down the back of the back stairs. It kind of, it's out of the way. Not all people know about it. And I would not have known about it if it wasn't for Laura. So I went down there, and you got fire pits down there. There's cornhole boards down there. You got a little stage for if you want to have bands. So it's a cool spot to hang out in the summertime. And it was in the wintertime, it's kind of tough because it's kind of small. You're limited, especially with everything that's going on right now. You guys are kind of limited to how many people you can have in here. But it works.
Yeah, we make it work. We find a way to do it, to be to follow regulations, to make it COVID friendly, and to still make it fun for people.
Right, and it's got you got your COVID screens up on the bar, and the bigger bar top tables have the plexiglass screens in between them. But you guys have food, so that kind of works too.
Correct. Yeah.
You don't have to worry about oh my God, can I get a food truck in here? But you guys have food, and let me tell you, my favorite thing to eat here is tacos, man. I love the tacos here. Whenever I think of 86, I'm thinking I want tacos. But I looked at your menu when you guys started with the lunch. You guys started having sandwiches for lunch.
Correct.
And I saw so many different things that I like because I've eaten at Cangio and I love it there because the food, that was the first time I had ever eaten that kind of food before. It's Peruvian food, correct?
It's Peruvian, yeah.
Yeah, it is amazing. So I was kind of expecting, obviously not the same here, but it's more of like a pub flair. But It's got, the sandwiches are great. You have an excellent chef here. She does a great job. Like I said, at the day of the Reverend Warrior Sookie hike, we had those burritos that she made on the spot, and they hand rolled them right there, and they were awesome with the fish tacos and the beef tacos are what I love here.
Well, yeah, we have a secret weapon, and it's not too secret anymore. Her name is Chef Roman. She is an amazing chef. She knows what she's doing, and the very good thing about Chef is that she's very passionate. Like, you can give her the simple ingredients and the amount of love and care that she puts into that food, unreal.
Yeah, and it shows because I come here and I just want to try all the things. Like, the last time I was here with Laura, what kind of wings did we have last time?
Oh God, I don't remember. Thai chili, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. Whatever they were. I don't remember what they were because I might have had a couple of 3 or 4 beers first. But whatever they were delicious, and I wanted more. I didn't want to eat all of Laura's dinner. So, but I had the tacos, unbelievable. But everything that I've had here has been great. I've sent my friends here to come have lunch, to stop in and see you guys. And I even said, if you aren't happy with your food at 86, you come to me afterwards and I'll pay whatever your bill was. I'll pay it. That's how confident I was that they would enjoy their food. And sure enough, when he got home, he texted me and he's like, yo, that place is awesome. I said, yeah, because nobody knows about it because you drive by, right? Because you're right on Route 12 right here.
Right.
You drive by, you zip by it, and you don't really kind of see it. But people got to come in here and check this place out. I mean, like I said, it's kind of rustic, it's homey, it's very New Englandy. I like the smallness of it. I don't like the big wide open bars. This is kind of cool. There's just been a couple of other places.
Right. Through the years, there's been a couple of little bars here and there. And, we wanted to make a difference. When we had the opportunity to buy it, the first person I thought was my sous chef at Cangio. I'm like, hey, this great thing happening. If you want to make it, let's do it together. My business partner, Morgana, same thing. She has a great mentality and she has great ideas and whatnot. And the thing about both of us is that we always strive for more. We like to keep climbing and keep going. So the idea of making this into not just a bar, but a place that people can escape from reality and just come into a cozy place and forget about your problems for a little bit while you have a taco and a beer. That's what we wanted to offer.
That's why I like coming here, because your staff is awesome. And, Morgana, who won't come on camera, she's sitting right in front of me right now. I had her cornered for 2 hours last week and she wouldn't even come on camera. So, but actually it's okay because it led to this, which I think is a way cool idea, that we had all of you here in the 86, so people can see it. They can, we can have all of you guys come on and talk about your little niche, what you guys do. Because this is really a great place, and I love coming here, and I thank you guys for inviting me to come here. And I know that Chef has prepared a couple things for us tonight, so that I'm pretty excited about that.
All right, good, because I'm hungry.
All right, yeah. So, all right, so let's dig into that. And before we get into that, you want to talk about something you guys are doing, right? You guys are doing a holiday dinner.
Yeah, well, we are doing a 3-course cocktail dinner coming in soon on the 17th. I'm going to have our elite bartender talk to us a little bit more about that in a little bit. And yes, we are working on this holiday dinner for Christmas. We are almost done. And once we finalize the final menu, we're going to send it on Facebook, and we're going to have everybody, it's going to be available for everybody to take a look at.
And I will 100% share that once I see it come up, because I see all your guys' posts. So once that comes up, I'll definitely put that on the Just a Guy with a Beer Facebook page and share that out there.
Nice.
Because that's awesome. You guys did a Thanksgiving dinner as well. That went okay?
Yeah, it did. It was really fun.
Yeah, it was hard work. You guys worked hard for that one.
It is hard work, but it's good. Like the fact that people text us and send us messages afterwards and like, hey, it was great. It was a lot of food and whatnot.
Your food is fantastic there. So
it's worth it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and you're doing it. So what kind of things can they expect if they wanted to look at your holiday menu, or without telling us everything? What can we expect for a Christmas dinner?
Well, for that, we're gonna have Chef Roman to give you a little detail
All right.
of what's going on. You know, she's the brain of the operations in the kitchen, so
Awesome.
she'll be able to explain to you a little more in detail what we're doing.
All right, so Chef Roman's got some stuff cooked up for us. We'll take a quick break, some commercials, and we'll get right with that. Julio, thanks for coming on, brother.
Thank you so much.
And I appreciate you having me here tonight. And we'll be right back with Chef Roman with her. I talked to her a little bit in the parking lot, so I kind of almost would know what's coming. So I can't wait. So you're watching Just a Guy with a Beer live at 86'd.
Hey, do you hear that? That's the sound of people getting together and having a good time. These are some of the sounds that you're gonna hear when you visit Epicure Brewing on Franklin Street in Norwich. Epicure is a craft brewery that wants you to experience friends, a lot of laughter, and of course, Epicure's craft beers on tap. Bring your friends or come down and make some new ones while enjoying the freshest quality beer in the area. Epicure Brewing is located at 40 Franklin Street, Norwich, right in the heart of the historic district of Norwich. Check out Epicure Brewing on the web at epicurebrewing.com, as well as finding them on Facebook. So come on down and add your voice to the sounds you hear in the background right now. Follow the hashtag Epicure Brewing for Life.
If you're in the market for a used vehicle at a great price, head over to GNS Auto Sales in Franklin, Connecticut and take a look at their great selection. BMW, Audi, Dodge, Chevy, Ford, and so much more. And whether it's an oil change, brake repair, or the check engine light, let Pat, Wendy, and their team of professionals take care of all your automotive needs. That's GNS Auto Sales located in Franklin, Connecticut. Give them a call at 860-383-0050 or find them on the web at www.gnsautosales.llc.com.
Have you got a taste for exquisitely crafted beer and pub grub with a foodie flair? Then These Guys Brewing Company on Franklin Street in Norwich, Connecticut has got what you're craving. Enjoy a variety of classic and unique craft beers brewed on site and indulge in a delicious meal with seasonal dishes from their scratch kitchen. And check them out on Facebook or online at theseguysbrewing.com to stay up to date with their freshest brews, current menu, and upcoming events. These Guys Brewing Company, where it's all about good times, great food, and fantastic craft beer. Unify is a local full-service marketing and branding agency that helps your business strategize, develop, and implement a marketing plan using the best platforms and materials to connect you with the right customers quickly. Find them on Facebook at Unify CT or on Instagram at Unify_CT or call Laura directly at 860-326-6003. Strategize, develop, and connect. That's Unify. Mr. Beardo Beard Oils and Tattoo Juice are the highest quality, no BS oils on the market, all hand and homemade to meet the specific needs of everyone's beard and ink. Just a Guy with a Beard personally uses both of these products, and I can tell you that my ink has never looked better, and my beard is fuller, thicker, and healthier than ever. Get your beard pumping and your tattoo popping with Mr. Beardo Beard Oils and Tattoo Juice. Find them on the web at www.mrbeardo.com. Killfoot Clothing is the first 100% veteran sales team owned by two local Connecticut combat wounded veterans. Every garment is designed, printed, sold, handled, and shipped only by veterans. We source our products 100% made in the USA and believe if you have a flag on your shirt, that shirt should be made in the United States, period. Killfoot Clothing Company, American made, American proud.
Yeah.
All right, we're welcome back to Just a Guy with a Beer. This is a special edition of Just a Guy with a Beer. We are on the road at 86'd in Norwich. What road is that?
North Main Street.
North Main Street. So what's the
685.
685 North Main Street. I just call it Route 12. It's right next to the Dunkin' Donuts. It's kind of like on the Taffville Norwich line, and you can't miss it. It's a little brick building. It's awesome. It's always lit up with beer signs in the window, and there's always cars out here. So you got to come down here. 86'd, 685 North Main Street, Norwich, Connecticut. We are here tonight. We just talked to Julio and the owners. Now I have Chef Roman who brought me something so awesome that I just staring at this thing for the last 3.5 minutes during our commercial break. I've been staring at this burger, and it smells delicious. The fries smell so good. So what do we have? First of all, thanks, Chef, for coming on.
Oh, absolutely.
For coming in, taking a couple minutes. I know you're busy and you're always back there banging stuff out. Because first, let me tell you, I don't know if you heard what I was talking about with Julio. Your tacos are my favorite tacos in the whole world.
Oh, thank you. Which one do you get?
I like the fish tacos.
Fish tacos,
yep.
yeah.
I like the beef ones too, but the fish tacos are my favorite.
Yeah, the fish tacos got that handmade coleslaw in it. So,
so good.
Yeah, it's really
it's
really
banging.
good.
Yeah,
So I think it's
so
the top favorite so far.
Yeah, well, it's definitely my top favorite. until I try this.
Yeah, so right now I brought out for you is a midnight burger that we serve here at 86. It starts off with a beef patty that's hand pressed, so they're not frozen. It's topped with a sunny side up egg, and to finish it off, I have this bacon jam that I started to make. So the bacon jam is infused with the Jameson cold brew coffee.
That's
It's
awesome.
it's really good. A lot of people. I actually was a special that I served for the summer.
Nice.
People loved it so much I put it on the menu.
Excellent. So now, what made you come up with, like, you're just being creative, right? Because I know in order to be a chef, to be a good chef, you have to have that creativity.
Yeah, get the.
Because you don't want to
gears
just
going for sure.
get the same thing that everyone does, because then you're just boring, and then nobody like, hey, I got to go there and try that. So
Yeah,
like, what makes that? What was the inspiration for that?
The inspiration for the midnight burger came with late night drinking. I'm a whiskey lover myself.
Yes.
So I wanted to give the community something that they could chow down, either, really drunk at the end of the night or come in before they start drinking. So for me,
A beer sponge.
yeah, everybody hits the diner, and I was like, I want to make something that's kind of breakfast, but still, greasy and delicious. And, you just want to come back for more.
Right. And that looks like I would destroy that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
especially if I had been drinking already.
Absolutely.
It's like 2 a.m. and I'm starving, and I get that, the post-drinking belly rumbles.
Yep.
That looks like something
I mean,
I would
you can
murder.
chow this down and keep going with whiskey if you like.
Yeah, I mean, you could. The beer is a little bit different because you can full, but because I'm also a whiskey guy as well. So it's a Jameson cold brew infused bacon jam,
Yep.
and that's
So
like
it's a little sweet, a
That's
little
okay.
savory with the salt of the bacon.
Yep.
And then with that delicious runny yolk, it's just a bombshell of flavor.
and you got the fries. And now what else? You brought something else out.
I did. This is
I'm excited
a
about
little
it.
secret for you. I made some spiked eggnog, which is called coquito.
Oh my God.
A lot of Latin families make it for
Yeah.
the holiday. And I really wanted to, again, just bring in the community as a family and kind of give them what's good to me.
Right.
So it's coconut and milk based. It's got cinnamon in there, a little nutmeg, special ingredient that I won't give away.
Don't. Yeah, it's your secret, man. You don't want to be giving.
But yeah,
secrets
you got to
away.
try this.
I'm going to.
I husked the coconut myself and I shaved it down, so it's all super fresh. Is what I try
That's
to do
awesome.
here at 86.
So I was telling you during the commercial break when you sat down and we were talking about, because you told me out when I was in the parking lot with you that you had some coquito, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
So I heard you mention it. I'm like, oh my God. So I just had been talking to my friend Erin, who her boyfriend is Latin American,
Yep.
and she makes coquito, and she has friends that do it. So they almost do a coquito exchange every year.
Oh, that's
And I said to
awesome.
her on the side, so no one could see it, like I messaged her, I'm like, I've never had coquito.
Oh,
she's
no,
like,
yeah.
She's like, you're so
Do you
white.
want to try some? right now?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I said, I'm going to have it this year. I'm having it. So I'm down right now. Let's go. My first taste of coquito
Yep, so this
ever.
has got Puerto Rican rum in it, Palo Viejo. It's one of the best
What?
rums in Puerto Rico. I think it's like 40 or 43 proof.
I don't know how I've never had this. This smells
Delicious.
so good. Like
yeah.
I might chug the whole thing right now.
Well,
Probably
you
won't
gotta
end well.
Take a minute. You got to drive home.
Probably won't end well if I do.
Oh, that's the good stuff right there. I also can make it in tons of different flavors. So right now we're selling this coquito at 86. If you'd like to pick some up, give away a gift or drink it for yourself.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's that Christmas holiday cheer for you.
That is like one of the best things I have ever put in my mouth.
Thank you so much.
Listen, at first I was like, I don't know, like it smells great, the initial taste, but then I got like the chunks of coconut.
Yeah.
The texture thing kind of threw me off a little bit. And I'm like, I don't know. Like all I could think of when I looked at it, it's like, man, looks like I'm going to be drinking like clam chowder or some shit. I don't know.
No.
But yo,
It's got a
this
cinnamon
is
stick in there.
This is amazing.
Thank you so
You
much.
did a fantastic.
Yeah, that's also
listen,
going to be available for Christmas holiday catering menu as well.
I've never had it before. And so if this is the first one I've ever had, I'm glad it was yours.
Thank you.
So I don't
I
ever
feel
want to have
honored.
anyone else's then, because now I'm always going to be comparing it to
Yeah,
yours.
absolutely.
So
That's the
this-
trouble because a lot of people make it, but it's the specific that can make it well. Oh, he went in for another sip. That's good.
That's good. I said that I was not expecting the coconut chunks at first.
Yeah, that's fresh coconut, man. It's not that shaved stuff you buy at the grocery.
That's killer. Like I bet if I drank like a couple, 2 or 3 jars of that, it would probably be good for the night.
Yeah, I think if you just drink the one jar.
Well, that is fantastic.
Awesome.
So
I'm glad you were able to try it.
well done on that, and I'm very happy that I finally got to try it. And
You can actually take that home with you tonight.
really, well, I mean, I put my mouth on it now, so it's kind of mine now. I licked it; it's mine. Right. So
Fair is fair.
Yeah. So no, seriously, thank you so much for that. I mean, I am over the moon. I don't know why it took me over 50 years to drink this stuff before. So, and I grew up in New Jersey too. It's not like we don't have Latin communities in New Jersey.
Yeah.
But no one has ever been like, here, try this. I've even dated Latin girls that never gave me that before. So yeah, this is awesome. Thank you. That's
man, absolutely. I'm
awesome.
glad you're able to enjoy that.
Yes. So you put that lid on that for me before I drink it all?
Yeah.
Because I will.
Yeah.
That's like a perfect, like, after you eat and your food settles and you want it, when you're going to keep drinking, you just break that out and you share it with your friends. Not during COVID because you don't want to spread it.
Well,
But-
I mean, I've got tons of jars to go around. So.
I am going to tell everyone to come down here. So everybody who's listening, watching right now, you got to get down to 86 and you got to get some of that coquito because that is the bomb. That's so good.
Yeah, it's the bee's knees, man.
I'm awesome. I am so happy. I don't know. I'm gonna keep saying it, but I'm giddy right now about that.
Oh, I know.
So good. So all right.
I
So
didn't even try the burger yet.
I know. I'm afraid to now because now it's gonna be like, oh, I mean, it was good, but it wasn't as good as like coquito. Give it back.
Oh.
But so yeah, I'm ready to try this burger now. I'm gonna take a rip of this burger.
Oh.
So what's your favorite thing here while I'm doing this? You talk to me about your favorite thing to cook here at 86 and tell us what about some of the other stuff you have on the menu.
Sure, absolutely. So some of my favorite things to make at the bar, I think is going to be my starter that I have on our new fall and winter menu. It's the mofongo balls. So,
What?
Yeah, so mofongo is fried green plantains.
Oh.
That I roll up and I deep fry twice. It comes with a side of 86 shrimp with garlic and butter as well. And I make a mayo ketchup aioli that's finished. You to dip it in. It's
I got to
so
interrupt
good.
you for a minute. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like literally, that is delicious.
I know.
Like
I
you get
totally miss
the.
it taken away.
I feel like Guy Fieri right now. Like you totally get like the runniness of the egg
Oh yeah.
and the beef flavor, and you get a little bit of the bacon from the.
The jam.
I watch
yeah.
way too much Triple D though. That's why I'm sounding like Guy Fieri. But you get. Plus, that's a brioche roll, right?
Yeah,
that's
it's a brioche roll.
That totally a burger on a brioche roll.
Yeah, a lot of people say it kind of ends up in the bun too. You got to really think about.
You gotta eat the bun makes the burger too. I mean the burger itself, perfect.
Thank you.
So I don't want to interrupt you. I'm gonna take another bite of that so you can continue. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
I just had to tell you how great it was.
Thanks.
I feel weird because everybody's watching me eat this thing.
It's all right. Everyone's smiling in the background. I'm feeling good. So yeah, the mofongo balls are pretty famous. So far, it's one of my second top sellers besides those tacos you were talking about earlier. And I think another thing that I like to do here at 86 is kind of, on the fly, make something to kind of cater to the customer where, I have people who are gluten-free or, they're raging on their keto diets, for the new year.
Yeah.
So we definitely like to, provide for everyone in the community as best as I can. I'll take on a challenge for sure. I had a woman come in the other day and she was celiac. I'm like, man.
But that's awesome though that you'll. But it's cool, like to know that if you want to come here at 86 and have lunch or dinner, and you're here, that you'll cater to someone's dietary needs.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
A lot of places won't do that. It's like, sorry, we don't have that on the menu, and well.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather you hang out with me here at 86 than go anywhere else for subpar food. He's still eating.
I
this
can't.
midnight burger.
All right, so
Can I have a napkin? Well, we're here dying. I'm gonna finish this, and I'm gonna finish it when we're done. That's amazing, and it's almost like you knew me
Like
because
I knew you're gonna love
the burger is cooked perfectly. It's just the way I like it. It's medium rare, and it's absolutely perfect. This is fantastic. The burger, the midnight burger.
Yep,
the midnight burger here at 86, and I am thrilled that you brought this to me and the Coquito Crystal. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you
for doing it. Is there anything else you want to talk about as far as like, are you just working here?
Yeah, so right now I'm just working here at 86.
Okay.
I took on being the chef when Julio came to me with this project. They were talking about opening up 86, and I was like, I really want to hop on board. Also, really quick, I just wanted to add that we are doing a Christmas catering menu. So for a lot of the people that don't want to put in the trouble of cooking a Christmas, holiday dinner, 86 will provide a catering menu for you, arranging from, honey glazed ham, roast beef, mashed potatoes,
outstanding,
herb roasted veggies. So it's going to be a little bit of everything. I think we're definitely going to serve our coquito as well. And I think I'm going to pull a peppermint cheesecake out as well. So
with like pieces of like candy cane on top.
Oh, yep. I'm making dreams
Christmas
come
dinner
true
at 86 over here. Let's go. All right. So thanks, Crystal, once again for coming on.
You, absolutely.
The burger is outstanding. Can't wait to finish this thing. The coquito, my first time ever. I am no longer a coquito version. So thanks for breaking my cherry on that.
I'm glad I was able to do that.
Listen, if
the first time,
I don't think I can ever, anything will ever be top that. I mean, you didn't just put that together. You put effort and love into that.
I did.
You husked the coconut.
I did.
And shaved it yourself.
That was a challenge in the back, I tell you.
And you did it. That's awesome. I mean, not a lot of places will go through the trouble of that because it's too much.
Yeah.
I know that I used to 10 bar, and if someone asked me to make a mojito, I was like, no. You know what I mean? Like,
crush that mint,
yeah, you have to muddle that. I'm like, listen, this is a one mixed drink. You get rum and Coke, you get a gin and tonic, whiskey and Coke, whatever. We're not sitting here, we're not making, tequila sunrise with that. Listen, that's fantastic. So thank you for that. And congratulations on this menu. The food here is excellent. I cannot stress enough, guys, that the food here at 86 is top notch. And you got to get out here. And I promise you, you will enjoy this food as much as I do. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk to the mixologist here at 86. This is Just a Guy with a Beer coming to you from 86th on 685 Main Street in Norwich.
Killfoot Clothing is the first 100% veteran sales team owned by two local Connecticut combat wounded veterans. Every garment is designed, printed, sold, handled, and shipped only by veterans. We source our products 100% made in the USA and believe if you have a flag on your shirt, that shirt should be made in the United States, period. Killfoot Clothing Company, American made, American proud.
If you're in the market for a used vehicle at a great price, head over to GNS Auto Sales in Franklin, Connecticut and take a look at their great selection. BMW, Audi, Dodge, Chevy, Ford, and so much more. And whether it's an oil change, brake repair, or the check engine light, let Pat, Wendy, and their team of professionals take care of all your automotive needs. That's GNS Auto Sales located in Franklin, Connecticut. Give them a call at 860-383-0050 or find them on the web at www.gnsautosales.llc.com.
All right, we are back here at 86 on North Main Street in Norwich, Connecticut. And we are at 86, and we are talking about all the great things that they have to eat here. We haven't talked about the drinks yet. That's why we're here. We have Steven. He's the head mixologist, the bartender extraordinaire, what I was told anyway. I was told lots of good things to expect.
Yeah, that's all a pack of
from
lies.
you. So welcome to the show.
Pleasure to be here.
I appreciate you guys having me once again. So we have something here in front of me that you made, and it looks delicious. I've been waiting to dive into it for the last, you put it on in front of me like 15 minutes ago. So what is it, and talk about it and what your inspiration was for this.
Absolutely. That is the pomegranate jalapeno margarita. It's an infused exotico tequila that we infuse with jalapenos here in house. We use a little bit of pomegranate liqueur. We shake it, garnish it with fresh sliced jalapenos and pomegranate seeds. It's got a nice light spice to it, nothing overwhelming. It's got a nice savory, smooth finish due to the pomegranate.
And I saw that in the menu because we were talking about it before, like, hey, what do you want to drink? And that was the first thing that caught my eye was the pomegranate and jalapeno. So I like the spicy and the sweet together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like other drinks like that. I mean, like I would just put a straw in that coquito right now.
Yeah,
But-
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
This is what I wanted when I first looked at the menu and I saw that this drink was right at the top. So now if somebody wanted to, like I like the sweet, but I like the jalapeno bite in a drink. Like I'm a big fan of, I make jalapeno margaritas, just plain margaritas. With that, I don't know if you ever used Ripe before.
Yeah.
Ripe, I get some of that. I know it's pricey, but I don't drink margaritas that often to not justify wanting it when I do want a margarita. But I make that, and then I will chop up fresh jalapenos and throw them in there. And so I like that jalapeno bite.
Right.
So, but you could, like, if somebody wanted it a little bit stronger, you could chuck some more jalapenos in there.
Yeah,
for it, right?
absolutely. It all depends on the infusion. The longer it infused, the longer that it sits here, the alcohol can soak up that acidicness, the spice from the jalapenos, the more intense and the more spicier the drink gets.
Well, I'm going to try it because I've been
Please.
sitting here wanting this. Yes. So you get the pomegranate right away, but on the back end you get the jalapeno, and I'm telling you right now, 2 is enough.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I think any more than that, it would overpower your drink.
Correct.
That's awesome.
Well, with any drink, it's like just getting the right balance of spirits to whatever you're mixing it with. I'm from the school of bartending that you're from. One mix and you're done.
Yep.
You know, so
All this fancy stuff.
Yeah. So it's definitely been really cool with all the things they can do with different spirits, with different beers, the infusion on your sours, the infusion. We have a Bully Boy gin that we infuse vanilla in for one of our beverages.
That sounds good.
Yeah, we have an amazing craft cocktail list here. Absolutely love working here. Love what I do. I get pretty much carte blanche to run and decide if like we want to run and do something with a drink.
That's what when Laura and I first started talking about, wanting to get you guys out there and push you guys, because we have come here before. We had our little staff meetings, or just the guy with the beer staff meetings out back where we eat and drink and have a good time. We usually don't talk about business at all. We just use it as an excuse to hang out and drink beer together.
Sounds like a good life.
It is. I mean, that's
y'all
not
hiring.
Yeah, you can come on. Hey, listen, you can just be my personal bartender during the show. So listen, this is one of the things that I didn't know about 86 that I'm finding out tonight, that your drink menu is bang. Because I'm a beer guy. I mean, obviously, just a guy with a beer. But I also like a good cocktail every now and then.
Right.
And that's awesome. And then I looked at your list and I'm like, wow. So that's just another thing that I can tell my friends and my listeners and my viewers that you got to come to 86 and check out. It's such a hidden gem. That's what I'll use. It's a hidden gem of Norwich in this area, because people don't know about it. And when they come here, they're like, "Oh, that place was really, really good."
I've heard that a bunch, that 86 is one of the hidden gems in Norwich. So
Absolutely.
that doesn't surprise me to hear you
Yep.
say that. And the great thing as a beer drinker is we have 12 different beers on tap available. We have some great local breweries that we work hand in hand with.
Yes.
One thing I love about Julio and Morgana is they really try to locally source as much as they can get from the local community. And that says a lot to me.
Yeah, I mean, I am big. That's why the premise I started my show on was I wanted to explore local and help local. So the guys that are out there and gals that are out there doing this every day and busting their butts, but people don't know about them, because people are creatures of habit, right? They like to go out and they like to go to the places they know. Like, okay, I want to go here, or I want to go here. That's where we always go, especially New England. I've been living here in New England since 1991. I've been living here, so that's a long time. Jesus. But I've been in different states, being in the Navy. But I find more in New England that people are just creatures of habit. Like, my in-laws always went to the same restaurant all the time. I mean, they tried a couple of places every once in a while, but they always went to the same spot.
Right. It's getting somebody to break that norm. To me, I know if anyone comes here and dines here with us, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I know once they have the food, just the food alone,
Yes.
we've got a guest for life. And it's the same thing at our sister restaurant at Cangio's. I get the opportunity to work at both businesses, which has been a huge help for me in learning the menu, learning the food, learning from the Peruvian cuisine to the Latin flair that we have in a lot of our food here.
Which is amazing, by the way. And that's one of the things I like particularly about going to Cangio is like, I'm not a wine drinker, but you feel you have to drink wine when you're there, right? Because the food that you guys serve there it pairs perfectly with different types of wine, and you have a great selection too.
Thank you.
So that's like I said, I was leading to that where whenever I'm on my show, and I like to tell my friends, because I like to say my viewers are my friends, because I know most of the people that watch and listen to my show. And then when I put a recommendation out there, I'm putting my reputation out there, say, well, Scott said this place is great. And you know what I mean? I'm not going to come out here and waste my time if I don't believe in what you guys are doing. And I wholeheartedly believe that this place is fantastic. I mean, can't stress enough about obviously the food, and now your guys' drinks. I've always liked the beer that you guys have served here. But it's just a great place to come.
Well, I'll tell you, without aging myself, I've been doing this a lot longer than I care to admit. And I'm at the point in my life where I know this is what I want to do for a living. Now, I'm a career server, bartender. I'm in the service industry.
Right.
We make moments for people, and one thing, again, I really love about this is all the moments that we can make. Again, they give us the keys and they say, basically, here's your business, just run your business, you know? And when we get to make these moments for people, we get these really cool events coming up. We've got the cocktail dinner, we've got a chef's takeover happening, Thursday is ladies' night here. We have so many different promotions that we reach out into the community with to welcome the community in here, because we want you to be our guests. We want you here.
Right. And you mentioned the cocktail dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you tell everybody about when it is, what you guys are doing, and like how you're planning with your cocktails, and then what are they getting for food? Like,
oh, that's a great question. So as far as the food goes, I can't pronounce most Spanish words. It's almost comical the way they laugh at me. I'm talking jalapenos and burritos. So I'm not gonna try and pronounce any of Chef Crystal's dishes because I'm gonna kill the platantos, whatever it is. But I will learn it by the time the day comes. However, I do know the drinks well. The first drink that we'll be having will be that pomegranate jalapeno margarita with an amuse-bouche. She's got a lovely passion fruit amuse-bouche set up. We'll close it out with our dirty chai tea that's made with a little Bailey's ice cream, chai tea, little agave. It is very sweet. It's going to pair amazingly well with the coquito that you had a chance to taste.
Don't be eyeballing my coquito.
I already did. I'm not even going to lie. I don't think it'll stay there by the end of this segment.
Garden it.
I would. We have the maple bourbon old fashioned, so we use a little maple syrup.
Yeah, that's always a good. Yeah,
it's a take on
a little bit of a twist to it.
Yeah, it's a take on a classic cocktail. Yep. It's absolutely delicious. It's definitely says fall, says New England.
Right.
And then we have our blood orange margaritas. So if you enjoy that, you would absolutely love the blood orange margarita. It's a nice little twist on this. So we make it with a mezcal, a Banez mezcal. So it gives it that smoky flavor. So you got that hint of smokiness in there, and you're not just blasted in the face, with overwhelming.
That's good. It's like you mentioned old fashioned. Like I can't help to, I'm 50 years old, and I obviously been drinking for a long time. So I remember like someone was going to hand me an old fashioned 30 years ago or 25 years ago. I'd have laughed at them. So I'm not an old man. I'm not drinking an old fashioned. Right? That's what old people drink. They go play tennis and they go drink an old fashioned. They go play golf and they go drink a gin and tonic.
Yep.
But I don't know if it's because I'm getting old now, but I kind of like your styles change as you get older. Like I'll always like beer. I'll slum it every once in a while and drink a malt beer, like an oldie or a Colt 45. But I've kind of recently ventured into the whiskey world.
Oh, I love whiskey.
I've become like, I won't say I'm a connoisseur because I don't know enough about it yet, but I've kind of become like, I've learned how to taste whiskey instead of just drinking it, right? How you're supposed to drink a whiskey, and just even putting what ice you put in your whiskey.
Exactly.
Like putting tap water ice cubes in your whiskey
changes
is
the
a
flavor.
no-no. Yeah,
and it changes the whole flavor.
Absolutely.
Of the whiskey. So.
Right. So I've kind of branched out to that. So I appreciate the passion you have for what you do, the mixology, because I've been there before, and like you said, I didn't like to make tequila sunrise. I didn't like to make anything other way.
I don't want to do
the one liquor drinks.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, and I love making a Long Island iced tea for somebody that wants a Long Island, but I'd much rather make one of our craft cocktails that they're just so smooth. There's nothing overwhelming about them.
Plus, this is the atmosphere here. Like, I worked in a college bar, so I had 6 or 7 people deep.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't going to take the time to make you, the cran raspberry Superfly, whatever the hell it was. I ain't doing it.
Superfly Fruity Tooty.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
That's my personal favorite.
Right. Because there's behind you, there's 8 other people.
Yeah.
And then plus there's 5 other people next to you with 8 people behind them. They're not wanting to wait. They want, you pour me a beer, you crack my beer, or you give me a single mixed drink. So.
Well, believe it or not, I will say, because we do try to be as COVID, we are.
Yes.
We follow the COVID guidelines to a T. When we had the back open out back on that patio, we have 11 tables out there.
Yes.
Distant 6 feet apart with this stage where we followed all of our social distancing guidelines, and we'll be doing the same thing. And again, I just mentioned it earlier, but with the chef's takeover, I think that's the thing I'm most excited about, because you called Crystal, like the hidden secret, Chef Crystal of the hidden secret here in Norwich. And I think Julio's got a challenge coming for him.
Yeah. So before we get to that, so if I want to come to besides talking to you guys, if I didn't know you guys and I'm just listening to this right now, I want to come to the cocktail dinner. How do I do that?
Just give us a call. We'll set a reservation for you. We do have limited seats available. Obviously, to follow the COVID guidelines, we do have, I think, 6 reservations as of now. So we do have limited seats available.
Okay.
It is limited seating. It's $50 a person.
Okay.
It is a bang for your buck, the amount of food that you get for that.
Plus the drinks are worth it.
Correct.
Just the amount of drinks you get is worth
the drinks are paying. Right, yes, the drinks are paying for the dinner.
Exactly.
You get some of Crystal's amazing food basically for free, and that's a deal. I don't care where you're at.
Awesome. So let's talk about, you mentioned the chef challenge.
Yes.
And we talked about that a little bit during our break. Julio and I were going a little bit, he was telling me a little bit about it. So why don't you tell people who are watching, because he told me a lot of information. I was trying to listen, but you obviously know more about it than what he told me. So
so regarding the chef's takeover, we really want to gear it towards the end of the year. With COVID, everything's shutting down early, being in phase 2.1. What can we do to celebrate? What can you do to bring in this lovely 2020 out with a bang? And Julio recently was on an episode of Chopped.
Yeah.
And there's no doubt the man's an amazing chef. No doubt. And Julio,
everything he's made that I've eaten has been amazing. So
from my experience with Julio is at his best when he's being challenged, when you have that guest come in that's gluten-free. Same thing that Chef Crystal was talking about.
Right.
When he gets to think outside the box. So what we've done is we've decided to almost make it, like, lack of better terms, rather than like Chopped or Iron Chef, where the guests are going to decide some of these ingredients that they're going to be cooking with.
That's awesome.
So when you make your reservation, you'll be deciding, do you want sardines and apples? So they'll have to make one of these courses with one of your ingredients. And then obviously all of our guests will be judging. They will judge on 3 criteria, presentation, flavor, and then finish, because flavor might be there in the beginning, but at the end, there's nothing there, is that flavor staying with you. So I'm super excited to see what they're going to be bringing in here. Chef's been, infiltrating Chef Crystal's kitchen. He was infiltrating it Sunday, created a really, really good special of chimichanga that must have weighed about 3 pounds.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it was dynamite.
Yes, that sounds actually pretty cool. Like, it's going to be a little bit of a twist on Chopped, and having it. You're going to have other chefs too, right? So it's not going to just
absolutely. So the winner gets it's going to be like a golden meat cleaver with their name engraved on it.
Oh, nice.
Then they get to challenge another local chef. Is I believe is the direction that it's going in. So all you local chefs out there that think you can cook, we'll see what you can do in this kitchen.
That's going to be interesting, and that's something I maybe might be interested in attending that. Because do we have another challenger in this room right now?
I think we may have some participants sitting in this room with us with some ginger red hair over there. Gonna get in on this action.
Don't say it too loud. She'll come over and take your soul.
Right. And then we were also talking. Crystal was talking about the family meals for Christmas Day. Again, COVID has struck hard a lot this year for a lot of us. We did that at Cangio's this year. A lot of people weren't meeting up with the big families and doing big family traditional dinners. So at Cangio's this year, we did family meals, feeds 4 to 6 people. We gave you your choice on your entree. Did you want turkey or rotisserie chicken? It sounds like Crystal will be doing that this year with the coquito.
That's awesome.
So I'm super excited to see what she puts out. So I really like, honestly, inside I'm pulling for Crystal to beat Julio.
Wow, that's your boss, bro.
They're both my boss.
Yeah. Awesome.
He does sign my check. I take that back.
The person who signs your check is your boss. Unless you're married, then that's the real boss.
Yeah, I agree.
So no, that's great, man. So the 17th is the cocktail supper, and then the 28th, 27th,
the 27th.
10 days later is the chef takeover at Cangio.
Correct.
Okay, and that's what's the name of the road that's on?
It's on Lafayette Street.
Lafayette Street. It's over across from Norwich Family Dental. Did you just bang your head?
Yeah. Ow.
It's across from Norwich Family Dental, past the cemetery, past Bacchus.
Correct.
And it's next to Phillies.
Correct.
So
on the right-hand side, beautiful place.
Yeah.
White tablecloth.
Beautiful. I love it there. The atmosphere, the food is amazing. The food, the drink, everything about that place. Because the first time I went there was the Reverend Warriors.
Yeah.
So I also went there.
And you came to eat afterwards.
And I came back afterwards because I saw the place and I'm like, wow. Because the first place I saw when I went in there was the bar. Yeah. That was the first one I was looking for because I was carrying the headstone.
Oh, yeah, you had the headstone in the corner with all your fallen brothers. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so I stayed until someone else ate, and then they came and took the stone from me, so I could go get my drink, and then I could go and I could eat, and it was amazing. And I said, I am coming back here.
Yeah, I think I waited on you when you came.
You probably did.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
So and I said, I'm 100% coming back here, and I did, and it was amazing, and I'm going to go back again. My wife and I.
You drank a red wine, and you had the Subato, and then you had the octopus.
Not the octopus. I can tell you 1,000% I did not. I love octopus, but I don't like to put them in my mouth. I like to see them, look at them, and have one on my arm.
I was going to go in 17
Not
different
about
directions about putting octopus in your mouth.
No.
It's a family show.
It's not me. It's not me. I did not do that. So no, I had the roasted chicken.
Yeah.
So because that was what someone who went there said, you got to have the roasted chicken. In fact, my friend the Greek freak Nico, he brought his wife there. Nico, he said you got to have the roasted chicken. So that's what I did. I mean, when Nico tells me that something's good, I know that it's good.
I hear you. What beer are you drinking?
Right there?
Yeah.
That's a no filter.
Yeah, that's good.
That's Thomas Hooker, no filter.
Mm-hmm.
So they're awesome. And Connecticut. I love to have Connecticut beers. I love the supporting local, and I love, especially this area, because I saw you guys carry some beers in this area. I know you guys carry Epicure here.
Yeah, we have Epicure.
Yep. You're one of my big sponsors, so shout out to those
I can
guys.
honestly tell you by far and away that's our best selling.
Yeah, they're good, man.
That oatmeal stout, when that oatmeal still good, by far and away.
And now they have their Bogger, the cranberry sour, and it's so good. And you mix that with the casseroles, cream ale.
Yep.
It's so good.
Oh, I could talk about this all night.
Yes, and if you didn't know, my friends might have watched last night. I had Jordan Heibenstreit on from Salvage USA, and last night was the first real show that I did in my new studio, and Epicure is my sponsor of my studio. So now it is called Just a Guy with a Beer, live from the Epicure Brewing Studio. So that's pretty awesome that they did that for me. So
you gotta love that community support, man.
I do, because I listen. I have these guys. I have Epicure, and I have GNS Auto Sales out in Franklin, and I have Laura Unify, and I have a good friend of mine who does the Mr. Beardo, the beard oil and tattoo juice, and I have Killfoot Clothing, a good friend of mine, the combat veteran Brent Walker. He makes his own veteran clothing that I wear all the time. So those kind of people, I like to support the smaller business. I like to support people that are just working hard, man.
Yep.
Not everybody is born into something where they can just go out and be successful right off the bat, right? I like people like you guys that come in here and you open up this place and you say, I'm gonna make this work. And you're making it work, man. This place is great. The food is amazing. You guys work hard. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I'm glad that I was able to come here and tell my listeners and my viewers who may not have been able to ever come here that you got to get here, man, and you got to get here soon so you guys can enjoy.
Yeah,
that's awesome stuff, man. Come to the the cocktails supper. Come to the chef challenge, man.
Just come any day. You know, especially if you're in the military, active military, we offer 10% off
Awesome.
for any active military.
What about?
We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for your sacrifice and your service.
Yeah, that goes without saying. But what if I asked that if someone comes in here and say, "Hey, just the guy with the beer sent me," you give them a 10% discount? There you go. It works.
From the guy who signs my paycheck. He said yes.
So listen, guys, if you're out there and you want to come here, just come and say, "Hey, I heard about you guys. Just a guy with a beer. Your show was great," and they'll give you 10% off your bill. That's awesome. Thank you guys for that. That's awesome. Plus, that'll give you a good idea of who's actually watching it. Listen to me. Who's listening to me when I tell them you got to come here?
Right, and and if they come for the tacos on Thursdays, it's $2 off.
Why is it Thursday? Why can't it be Tuesday? Not open on Tuesdays, so you have Taco Thursday, Friday, Taco Friday. Okay. That's why you're the bartender and not the cook.
That's why they make the big bucks, and I'm still spinning drinks.
Awesome, Steven. I thank you for giving me a couple minminutes, man.
I appreciate
you guys.
it.
You're doing a great job here at 86, and you're also over at Kanjo, and it's awesome, man. You guys are great. So we're gonna come back. We're gonna have one more guest. Reluctantly, she's going to come on. I'm going to make her sit here. And she's going to talk to me. Even if I get you for 2 minutes, you're going to come over here and you're going to talk to me. So when we come back, we're going to have the boss, Morgana's going to come on. She's going to talk to me about this place. And she's going to tell my viewers and listeners why they should come here, besides me saying it over and over again. They want to hear it from her. So you are watching and listening to Just a Guy with a Beer at 86'd in Norwich, Connecticut. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, do you hear that? That's the sound of people getting together and having a good time. These are some of the sounds that you're gonna hear when you visit Epicure Brewing on Franklin Street in Norwich. Epicure is a craft brewery that wants you to experience friends, a lot of laughter, and of course, Epicure's craft beers on tap. Bring your friends or come down and make some new ones while enjoying the freshest quality beer in the area. Epicure Brewing is located at 40 Franklin Street, Norwich, right in the heart of the historic district of Norwich. Check out Epicure Brewing on the web at epicurebrewing.com, as well as finding them on Facebook. So come on down and add your voice to the sounds you hear in the background right now. Follow the hashtag Epicure Brewing for life.
If you're in the market for a used vehicle at a great price, head over to GNS Auto Sales in Franklin, Connecticut and take a look at their great selection. BMW, Audi, Dodge, Chevy, Ford, and so much more. And whether it's an oil change, brake repair, or the check engine light, let Pat, Wendy, and their team of professionals take care of all your automotive needs. That's GNS Auto Sales located in Franklin, Connecticut. Give them a call at 860-383-0050 or find them on the web at www.gnsautosales.llc.com.
Have you got a taste for exquisitely crafted beer and pub grub with a foodie flair? Then These Guys Brewing Company on Franklin Street in Norwich, Connecticut has got what you're craving. Enjoy a variety of classic and unique craft beers brewed on site and indulge in a delicious meal with seasonal dishes from their scratch kitchen. And check them out on Facebook or online at theseguysbrewing.com to stay up to date with their freshest brews, current menu, and upcoming events. These Guys Brewing Company, where it's all about good times, great food, and fantastic craft beer. Unify is a local full-service marketing and branding agency that helps your business strategize, develop, and implement a marketing plan using the best platforms and materials to connect you with the right customers quickly. Find them on Facebook at Unify CT or on Instagram at Unify_CT or call Laura directly at 860-326-6003. Strategize, develop, and connect. That's Unify. Mr. Beardo Beard Oils and Tattoo Juice are the highest quality, no BS oils on the market. All hand and homemade to meet the specific needs of everyone's beard and ink. Just a Guy with a Beard personally uses both of these products, and I can tell you that my ink has never looked better, and my beard is fuller, thicker, and healthier than ever. Get your beard pumping and your tattoo popping with Mr. Beardo Beard Oils and Tattoo Juice. Find them on the web at www.mrbeardo.com.
Killfoot Clothing is the first 100% veteran sales team owned by 2 local Connecticut combat wounded veterans, every garment is designed, printed, sold, handled, and shipped only by veterans. We source our products 100% made in the USA and believe if you have a flag on your shirt, that shirt should be made in the United States, period. Killfoot Clothing Company, American made, American proud.
All right, welcome back to Just a Guy with a Beer at 86 Restaurant and Bar in Norwich, Connecticut. And I have my first reluctant guest. So you should have been on last week. You should have been here last week.
No, we had a lovely conversation.
We did have a very good conversation.
It was very fun.